Hey everyone, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
So we are back, well, we're not back, we're here on our new Tennessee property, our new homestead. Today's name of the game is to add ourselves our turnaround to our driveway.
Yes, we are hoping to have a circle driveway so it's easier for us and any visitors, and we just don't really want to turn around. And we have enough space, so we're going to do it.
Yeah, might as well go with it. So what we have always had that you've seen in our videos is the right hand or the right portion of that circle. What we're going to get done today, hopefully, is the left hand side. This is what's going to spur off and go towards the house over there and allow us to eventually have the circle.
Yes.
So this video starts off with us doing some work yesterday when it was later in the evening. As you're going to see, I get to use my brother's blue Ford tractor again to try and smooth out a little bit of the ruts from the concrete truck.
Let's go.
So that worked out pretty good yesterday, especially considering that all of those ruts were absolutely full of water and it is very, very wet. The tractor did great, as good as it could, given the implement we had. I mean, obviously, if we had a bucket, we could have stolen and robbed some dirt from where the house site was graded. Or if we had, I don't know, a box blade, rippers, maybe some discs or something, sure, it could have been better. But for what we had and the time frame and the tools, I'm happy with what we got done. So we're out here today. It's about 10:30 and our gravel delivery was scheduled for 7:30 to 9. So that's the way it goes. We are learning. It always never is on time, no matter what you do. So we're waiting for the truck to show up. As far as the rock that we ordered, it is the same number 4 stone that we did for our driveway that we have now. That way it will match and it will give us a good firm base to then build upon later. I guess that's about it for now. We'll wait and see when the truck pulls in and see you guys then. We just got our phone call from the quarry saying that our truck is loaded up and it's on its way here. I've got you guys right where I want you, so don't move. You should be able to see the action as the truck comes down our driveway. It's going to kind of spur over this way towards you guys, and our goal is to have it a little bit close to our house site, grading right here, but not right on top of it. Angela wants to do some decorative landscaping and flowers around the home or really close to it, so we're keeping our driveway off of it. Again, taking advantage of having a little more wide open spaces out here to just spread out. So as luck has it, the same company that delivered our first driveway, this, is also delivering our second. I don't know if it's the exact same driver or not, but if you've not seen the video where we had this one spread, it's really cool video showing how they dump and spread, or I think it's called tailgate it. I'm not really sure. Cool to see how it's done from scratch. This one will also be cool. But hey, if you're wanting to get hooked on driveway gravel spreading, I'll put a link to that video down below and you can check that one out as well. It'll also kind of be a little bit of a blast from the past for anyone new to our channel who might recently just been joining us to see, you know, part of where this whole property began. All right, that's it for now. See you guys when the truck arrives. I gotta say, that turned out really well. I'm glad that, okay, he didn't get stuck, nothing catastrophic happened, everyone was safe and sound, and the rocks are really right where we wanted them. Awesome. If you notice, we have a mountain here. That's because I wanted him to leave me this mountain so I can spread it out and flatten it out and kind of connect the 2 points, I hope, to make a full circle, and I'll use the tractor for that later. But for now, we gotta hit the road back to our old North Carolina homestead, do some more work on tearing down the mobile home, and otherwise make hay while the sun shines. So, sit tight, we'll be back to do the gravel in just 1 second. Quite a few hours later, and we're back, so now I get to work on the driveway some more. And got about an hour before dark, so plenty of good time and perfect part of the day. It's not too hot. I'm not going to try and tackle the mound of rocks. I'm going to leave that for now. What I want to do is take the scrape blade behind the tractor and kind of just smooth out and roll over and compact the fresh driveway. Probably not going to move a whole lot of stuff. Just going to go back and forth, compact it, use that scrape blade with a little bit of pressure to help just make sure I don't have a crown to the driveway. And otherwise, work it in and, I don't know, see what happens, see how it looks. Let's go. Alright, so that's good enough for now. What I want to focus on now is the pile of rocks right here that the boys have been playing on. I don't have enough room to take it like full circle around and around with the tractor because the camper's there and stuff like that. However, Angela's soap shed is due in, I think, 2 days, and it's going to be placed right here, pretty close to the pile. So now is my chance to spread the gravel while it's not here with the tractor. Otherwise, we're talking about manual labor, and hey, let's not do that while we have a tractor. So I'm going to try my best to pull the rock around the house. Choo, that's tricky. So I'm going to try my best to pull the rock pile this way, not in an area where we don't need it, but still get rid of as much of that mound as I can for her soap shed to be delivered, and still kind of work around the fact that honestly, the camper is really sitting in a large part of our eventual turnaround. So it's really in the way right now, but it's not going to be moved until our house is done and, well, you know, down in the future, down there. So let's grab the tractor and see what I can do. Meh, not too bad. Anytime you borrow a piece of equipment, especially from family, and you want to use it again, put some gas back in it, or diesel if it's diesel. This one's a gas. There's a sweet spot on this one he's telling me about. Just right. Hey, we got some rocks and it kind of looks like something happened, correct?
Hey, and you were even able to get rid of the big hump.
Yeah, I kind of regret having the guy drop it off. In my mind, I was going to be able to somehow wrangle my brother over with his bucket loader tractor. And, you know, it's like 7:30 at night. He's like, I didn't ask him. I didn't bother him. I didn't want to impose.
There's a storm blowing in too.
There is. So we're trying to get all this done. And behind the scenes, while I was running the tractor around literally in circles, Angela's packing up all the stuff. Nothing we want to get wet. Nothing we want to blow away. We're supposed to have some pretty strong winds tonight. So she's busy. She wasn't laid back.
And the reason that we needed the hump gone was because my shed is going to be delivered in 2 days. Tomorrow is supposed to be rainy like all day, so we're
Yeah.
not going to be able to use the tractor at all for fixing it then. And it's like literally the edge of it's going to be 2 feet from where the huge mound was.
Yeah.
So we were going to have to do something with it anyway, and you did great.
So we did something with it anyway.
You did something. I tried with a rake. I don't know if that got on camera or not, but
It's okay.
that was impossible.
This is number 4 1.5 stone. You can't rake it. I mean, maybe Incredible Hulk. Go
With
at
an
it.
Incredible Hulk rake.
Yeah, but your normal raking action, no, not on this stuff.
No.
3/4 gravel, yeah, sure, all day long, have at it, but not this stuff.
So,
It's not as wide as I was hoping it to be. It's pretty much just like a single track. I think once we drive over it a lot, we can then find out we have some extra in the middle. We can pull back out, maybe scrape it or something later. But for nothing else, really the goal of this was to give a place for our home to be delivered onto our property if they need to use it.
well, and for us to use too.
Well, yeah.
Because the shed guy is going to come in a day or two, and he's going to need somewhere to go, so it's going to be used.
Oh yeah, yeah, yes. It does look nice though. I like the roundabout. You can now see your
Our
island,
vision.
Angela's Island. This is going to be some fun stuff if we get to do what we want to do. I mean, okay, if we're talking ludicrous, I would love to put an underground storm shelter root cellar right there, and the excess dirt you dig it out with, mound it up, and then you've got a raised area for trees and flowers, and hey, that's if money's no option, which apparently in dreams, it is no option. Either way, it's a nice little green circle.
I'm just glad it's a circle now, because before it was just kind of like a road off to the side. Well, why'd it go
Yep.
to the side? Well, now you can see we were trying to do, as Elijah says, it looks like a number 9.
Right now?
Well,
Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does.
or a balloon.
Either way, I'm happy with it. I like the symmetricalness of it.
Yes.
The symmetry is being done like as best we can do.
It looks beautiful.
It is pretty.
We're going to have to add to it later. That's not a big deal.
Oh yeah.
This
no.
is just the base layer that we got to smush into the ground.
Yeah, definitely. And while our original driveway, it looks like nothing's there, you can tell there's still a good base layer there. When the concrete truck came to pour our footers for our home, he was fine on that rock. Once he got off the rock, that's when
He
he went down to the
squished.
basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, even though it's visually not there, it is still doing its stuff and has not disappeared, which is great.
It's doing its job.
Really good.
Well, guys, thanks for coming along as we got the rest of our driveway fixed. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. I guess on one of the homesteads.
We're not officially
almost
done yet.
done. See ya.
Bye.